You already know what it is. Great Man of God Media TV back with another breakdown courtesy of Aubrey Drake Graham. Listen, not only is Drake a master manipulator and an habitual liar too, courtesy of Kendrick Lamar. Not only is he those things, he's also a narcissist and a sociopath. And I'm going to break that down because he's extremely like his father, who, like I told y'all, he grew up mostly, with his mother, right? Because his parents divorced when he was only 5 years old. So he never really had a true connection with his father, even though his father played a big role in who Drake is now, because his father was a musician from Memphis, Tennessee. His father has a huge music background, as well as his family has a huge music background. So that is a big influence from that. But nonetheless, in terms of Drake, the whole thing about this is that Drake has patterns of being from a broken home and doesn't know what it's like to have a happy home. And so, like I said in my last video, that misery loves company. So his pattern of attacking other rappers that have families, that have significant others, happy homes, families, he doesn't like that. He sees that as weakness. And, shout out to one of my subscribers who even mentioned that, as far as the family thing for Drake is weak. That's why he's never been attached to a woman like that. And same thing you could say about Dennis Graham, his father. Because lo and behold, Dennis Graham has other children. All right? Let me just paint this picture for you. He has other children, but you only see him talk about his most successful son or his most successful child, which is Drake. If you go on his Instagram, you're going to see nothing but Drake pictures. You see that? You're going to see nothing but Drake and his that's his grandson, right? So he acknowledges Drake, which is why I believe what K-Dot said about Drake hiding a child or not acknowledging a child, similar to what Pusha T said about Drake hiding his child Adonis to the world, and lo and behold, he had a son, right? So I do believe that Drake has other children that he's not acknowledging because the pattern is there. His own father doesn't acknowledge his other children, in which he does have other children. He was previously married even before he met Sandra Graham. So he was married multiple times, has other children, and to public knowledge, at least to public knowledge, because Dennis Graham is a public figure now, that's your son, Drake. You only publicly acknowledge your son, Drake, and you have other children. So again, you look at the pattern there. Dennis Graham only acknowledges his son, Drake. Drake only acknowledges his son, Adonis. See the pattern there? So yes, K-Dot has believable points indicating that Drake has other children, particularly the daughter that he talked about on Meet the Grams. So again, this is pattern behavior from his dad, Dennis Graham, right? The thing about it is, this is a guy, like I said, that is a narcissist, that's a sociopath, and thinks that having a family is a form of weakness, right? And so I don't know, and I'm speaking conjecture, but the allegations of him being a pedophile or being around younger children is, to me, is a way to manipulate these women, to groom these women to his liking, right? Because that shows him a sense of power. Because Drake is Drake now. These rumored parties that he has, inviting these teenage models that you've heard about. I'm pretty sure you guys heard about. These things happen. So in order for him to groom these people or these teenagers, allegedly, right? He has to form this sort of hodgepodge of recruitment of these young females to further groom and manipulate them to his liking. That's a part of the narcissistic, sociopathic behavior that Drake exhibits. And I can definitely connect the dots and say that he learned that from his dad. I can definitely connect the dots and say that he learned that from his dad. So pretty much what Drake does is a reflection of his father, Dennis Graham, to this day. Dennis Graham, again, was previously married, has other children, only acknowledges Drake. Drake only acknowledges Adonis. Drake has never really been attached to a woman. He's never been married. And the closer a woman gets to him, he sees that as weakness. He doesn't want to exploit whatever deep, dark secrets he has with him. The younger they are, the better they are to manipulate because they're more impressionable, right? He can control their emotions easier, which is why he likes younger women. But the older they are, the more they're stuck in their ways and the less likelihood you can change their perception. Okay? So that's what we're getting at, man. This is really deep. You know, I can definitely go on and on, but this is my observation regarding this. And like I said, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. You know, it don't. You see that Drake learned directly from his father. All of these pattern behaviors are from his father. So this is a cycle that is being passed down from generation to generation. I'm not even sure, but I can expect that Dennis Graham learned that from his father. This is passed down genetic behavior. So this is bigger than Drake. This is bigger than Dennis Graham. This is a manipulation tactic that we need to mitigate and resolve, because lives can and will be harmed and affected by this forever. And this can and will get dangerous. Okay. So because of Drake is Drake, he has so much power and influence till this day, even though he got eviscerated by Kendrick Lamar. And I believe that his stock, as well as his social economic status, will continue to fall to the point where he will be irrelevant, right? Which is what I believe. Outside of that, Drake still has a big influence, right? And because of that, he won't get the help that he needs. He continues to show these patterns of narcissistic, sociopathic behavior, following his ex-wives or their ex-partners, making sure that he follows a girl that is of age, of consent, right? So on and so forth. This is learned behavior. This is a genetic trait that's been passed down. This is epigenetics from the core about Drake's upbringing, right? So I just wanted to bring that out there, man. Yeah, man, Drake. Drake is, like I said, he's not only a master manipulator and an habitual liar, he is a sociopathic, narcissistic, evil, sadistic person, in my opinion. People like him. you guys know the lyrics to Meet the Grams. I ain't even got to repeat it. But yeah. That's my observation, family. I could definitely go on, but I'll stop it there. This man, Dennis Graham, yeah, you created a monster. And you raised a horrible person. Great insight and observation by K-Dot. You raised a horrible, horrible person. I mean, you don't want to be attached to any female. Any sign of being transparent and vulnerable to a female is a sign of weakness, and that's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. But Anyway, man, those are my thoughts on that. Leave your comments down below, man. Let me know what you guys think about this assessment. And also, if you made it this far, I appreciate you. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I need that algorithm to go up and my subscriber count to get 10,000 before the end of this year, family. Till next time, signing out. Peace.